Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
What'd you say, bitch?
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
Hello, podcast queens unite.
Let me see my picturette.
We are good? Can we start? Do we need to click play? You want me to click play? Is it going on video? Okay. Are you sure? 1, 2, 3. That was the clap in Russian.
Let me see my picturette.
You want to see a picture? It looks very good. Don't you even worry.
Picturette.
Okay, scroll through. A few nice ones.
That
1.
is not good.
2.
Not good.
3.
Nice.
Very good. Me, first bad photo Libbie's taken. 2, not as bad.
I did not have glass on.
No, I mean, it's just rude. I do you solid, you do me solid. This is how the world works. When you are friends with someone, it is not just take. It is give and take. It is a
do you mean
little
like-
bit of both.
You mean like how you and Chelsea and Beth and everyone post photo of me sitting in golf cart like this?
Yes, that is friendship.
Even though I say, please don't post this picture. We took 25 picture. Why you pick picture when I look like this?
It does not matter. The joy of friendship is we laugh at each other's misfortunes.
Well, I laugh at this picture I take of you before you post.
This is bad. It looks like Potato took this photo of me.
Looks like a grandma took it.
Who the fuck takes photo like this? Look at this. Is this woman fucking the stupidest person in the world?
Now I cannot focus.
Why? Because you can't stop looking?
I'm not focused. There we go. Oh.
Oh my God. How could you even see that far? Constantly, Barbara, where are my glasses?
I can't see up close. That's why I have reader glasses.
Wow. Hold on. Put those back there. I got to get a picture of that. You look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Hold on. Dude, look at your fucking eyeballs.
I look so good.
You look like a man in a box.
I am the man in the box.
What did Chelsea say that one time and fucked it up? It was so embarrassing. She goes, the song's The Man in the Box. She was like, yeah, put Man in a Box on. I was like, whoa, dude.
She lost some points with you on that one.
Definitely. Even as my employer, I still was like, you're a fucking loser. I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm proud to announce that I am a member of the Circle K Sip and Save Club.
Whoa.
You know what that means? I pay $6 a month, and I get one beverage of my choice every single day. That could be coffee, cappuccino, macchiato, Slurpee, TM 7-Eleven. Any drink, any size, up to 64 ounces.
Every day?
Once a day, every day, for 30 days.
I've got a feeling that the Sip and Save Club membership is something that you've got to mail in a check to. Or did you just sign up online?
You sign up online, you pay, and then you go in and you hit your phone number.
Now, this is a Circle K?
Yes, Circle K.
So
exclusively selling Polar Pops. Use our code. We don't have a code for them.
Sip and Save.
Sip and Save. But if we did, I would certainly broadcast it on the internet.
Oh, we'd be making big bucks on that. So I'm trying to remember what gas stations are Circle K's. Do they just say Circle K on the front? Or are there some that have cool names?
I think they're shells.
Okay. What gas station is Circle K? I am just curious. I don't know if we have Circle K nearby here.
And the great thing about a Polar Pop is they have the option for cubed ice or crushed ice. And they have styrofoam. My two favorite things in a beverage. Crushed ice, styrofoam combo. You got it going on.
Sure. And will you be reusing that cup? That's a no.
It depends on if environmentalists are listening to this podcast.
That's a no for me, dog. Well, guess what that means? That means you're a fake ass bitch, like Mary Magdalene would say. Do you know who Mary Magdalene is?
Yeah, she's the chick that Jesus washed her feet and anointed
Nope.
her.
Wrong one. There's this gal I can't stop following and watching on Instagram. She's like a self-proclaimed bimbo. And I saw her on Soft White Underbelly and was blown away. Because, like, I watched her whole interview and then I started following her Instagram. And when I tell you this gal's got the tits the size of a fucking... it's larger than a watermelon.
Each one?
Each one. Massive. I mean, she's got the biggest tits in the entire world.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let's go to her Instagram.
Let's get her up on the program.
I am obsessed with her, and I can't stop watching anything she does. She is so interesting, and just, she's out of her mind, and I love it. Even on, like, Soft White Underbelly, when I was watching her, I couldn't stop laughing at her, because she, like, laughs in a nervous way and does this thing, and she constantly says, like, girl and ew when she, like, hates something. Like, if she starts crying, she'll be like, ew, and it's hilarious.
Well, I can't wait to see this gal.
Mary Magdalene model. Okay. There she is.
1-800-LEAVE-ME-ALONE.
Leave Mary alone.
Oh.
Mary, Sebastian, Pickles, Magdalene. So I'm pretty sure she is Hispanic. So this is her bio. It says, it girl, plastic surgery fanatic, wild child, Mother Teresa, and a fur family. She's got a big pig.
Oh.
Oh, dude, look at these
Whoa.
honkers. I mean, those things are out of this world. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Large breasts.
Huge tits, dude. I mean, some of the fattest tits I've ever seen in my life. Look at her with her pig. Her pig, she has a bigger butt than her pig.
Now, her buttock is obviously
Oh, yeah, injections, implants, everything.
I'm reading some of these comments.
People love her, dude, and it's great.
She's living her best life.
She is living La Vida Loca. And part of me, when I first saw it, I was like, all right, this is a little too much, my friend. Like, but who am I to tell this gal how to live her life?
She looks like she's having a good old time.
Dude, she is rocking and rolling. Drank Grey Goose and orange juice on the Soft White Underbelly. At one point, she pulls out a bottle of Grey Goose and drinks from it. And drinks her Simply orange juice afterwards. I mean, she's fucking out of her mind, but I love her.
Her boobs are like big globes.
Oh, they're massive. Yeah, she's got so many doggies, so many cats. I mean, it's wild. I mean, this gal, whoa.
Well, all I can say is she's having a good old time.
Oh, dude, she's having a fucking blast. Look at that little baby.
Oh.
She's got all her dogs, and she like I don't know if, I think it's a real name is Mary is her real name, but she has like pickles everywhere. I think it's like an inside joke with all of her fans or something. I don't know. But I am fascinated by her. I can't stop looking at her Instagram. I mean, the tits, everything. Look at all these people just walking by, taking pics.
Just looking around.
Oh, and I bet she loves it, dude. She's like, hey, check it out. Give me something to balance on my fat tits. I mean, those things look like a balloon, how big they
They're
are.
very round.
So round. So, yeah, I am just fascinated by her.
I haven't watched one of those programs yet, but I do see the thumbnails for the Soft White Underbelly. They're always in black and white.
Yes, because that's the photos he takes. So he's a photographer, and but he just, I guess, I don't know how he got started doing this, but he's just good at interviewing people. Like, he has a few base questions that he asks everybody. Like, is there something you regret? What's your family like? Have you ever been in love? You know, like, he has a few questions like that.
I did actually watch a portion of one. It was a guy who was a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he does everybody. Like, I mean, he had her on. And
you
it
think
just
he'll
said
do
bimbo.
you ever?
I don't think so.
As a big fan of the
I would
program?
love to do Soft White Underbelly, but it's like, I don't even know what my like role would be. Would it be like recovered drug addict? Would it be like
Ray Varner?
fun? She says Ray Varner, Soft White Underbelly.
The name of it disturbs me, though.
Me too, but I understand now. I guess it's about a shark because that's their most vulnerable part of them is their white underbelly. So that's why it's named that, because it's like a very vulnerable show.
Okay.
So that's why he does that, I guess.
Like that. What's the guy's name who does it?
Mark
Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Have a couple of his V-necks from Kohl's.
Mark Anthony.
He has a line at Kohl's. Who all has had lines at Kohl's? I think Jessica Simpson had one there for a while.
Definitely.
Who the fuck else? I mean, there's definitely been a lot of things.
That one
Lauren
dancer.
Conrad.
There's a dancer that had it. Daisy Fuentes. She's not a dancer, but
I don't think she's a dancer at all. Who is Daisy Fuentes?
She's not a dancer, but I don't know why I said dancer, but I think she'd had a line there.
Daisy Fuentes. She's a Cuban-American actress. She was the first Latina VJ and a first Latina spokesman. I'm going to be honest, every time I've seen the Daisy Fuentes line at Kohl's, I've been like, it's an elderly woman just kind of walking around being like, where's my family?
And she's married to Richard Marx.
Who's that?
He's a great ballad writer from the 90s, late 80s. Also very vocal on Twitter about how much he hates Trump.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of people that just spend their days doing that every fucking day. Quite a few. Kellyanne Conway, remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Her husband fucking hates Trump. I'm like, how are you guys even together? With just, I mean, the amount of hate that he has and the amount of hate that she has for the left, how are they not constantly screaming at each other all day long?
Doesn't make sense.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't be with someone who, like, we had such staunch opposing views on things. I just get exhausted. Because, I mean, like, what if anytime Kellyanne Conway cries, you know George Conway's probably like, snowflake! And she's like, fuck, he got me. He used my own shit against me. Oh, man, I can't even imagine all the fights that they have. Like, he knocks her up, and she's like, we have to have an abortion. He's like, you can't. Sorry. Because, I mean, she's like 79 years old.
Oh, I think she's only 25.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's just no way that they would ever agree on anything. What would she make fun of him for? I just made fun of the right for a while, and I don't want anybody to get upset.
Oh, she'd definitely call him large.
What?
She'd say he was large.
What, that he was fat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what do you mean large? Like,
he's a large ding dong.
Is he a big guy?
It seems to be the thing people always love to make fun of. Kelly Conway and George Conway.
Dude, I mean, it's constant. He hates them so much. Okay, I just want to see a photo of them together and see if we can see their anger. Oh, dude, he looks like a fucking composer in that outfit. This is fucking hilarious. They don't even make sense. He looks like he's a comedian. Like he looks like he's doing a bit right now. He's like, yeah, I'll hold my dumb whore wife's fucking fur.
It's a real fur coat.
He's like holding it. He's like, listen, I hate this mink coat just as much as the next guy.
But she's my wife and she gives me pussy.
He literally looks like a comedian. He doesn't look like he does what he does. Wow, a lot of photos from this day. Look at him. He looks like he looks lost. He looks like he ate an edible and showed up to this thing. Literally looks like he ate an edible and forgot exactly where he was. They're like, hey, how are you? He's like, I fucking hate Trump. Okay, he looks a little more normal than these. I can't get over his little fucking... Whoa, what's going on there? Really just an interesting thing. This sums up everything right here.
They fell in love for love, not their political views.
Yeah, okay. I didn't fall in love with Rafe for his political views, but I certainly would have to draw the line somewhere. Okay, well, so I need to make fun of the left a couple times because people are getting very upset.
Okay.
So, with Kellyanne Conway and George Conway, what's something she would call him fat? That'd be cool. That would be a good burn. She'd be like, "Oh God, you are just so fat," you know.
What else would she say?
And he'd be like, "Oh, that's an alternative fact, haha." And she's like, "No, it's not. You're a fat fuck."
God, what? I don't even know.
He cries watching Up, the Pixar movie, and she calls him a snowflake. But it's like he really is. Like at that point, he is a snowflake. I'm a snowflake. I cried at that movie.
Never even seen it.
It is a lot.
I
Mentally.
probably can't watch it then. It's hard enough watching my own baby oopsie.
So what's the deal with that? Tell us the status.
Well, we're on
everything.
episode 3 now. Next week was supposed to be the last episode, but they're going to do like a synopsis episode where I'm doing a voiceover for like, bet you're wondering how I got here. And then I go through the steps.
Nice.
And so 4 will be the last one.
Is there going to be more Baby Oopsie, or is this?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do more Baby Oopsie or then do another demonic toy because there's other demonic toys. Baby Oopsie's in the demonic toy family.
Okay.
There's a bear apparently, and
Ooh, I love that.
some other Jack in the Box, which already is terrifying. You can't make a Jack in the Box any more scary.
Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous.
I never had a Jack in the Box, and for that, I'm thankful every day.
You just never knew when they were going to pop out. You just never knew, and it's not fun.
I don't like it. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way I don't like their personalities.
I don't like the way they pop out.
I don't like that either.
And you don't know, you can't plan. You could turn it 3 times the one time and 10 times the next time. You never know when it's going to unleash its madness upon you.
Oh, so it changes every time.
Oh, yeah, it's not the same.
It's like Russian roulette.
You never know when he's going to pop out. Can we see a video of an unlicensed Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Some people might be young enough where they don't even know what
Jack in the Box, the
food
restaurant
place comes up. I do like that Jack in the Box.
Which one?
The food eatery.
Oh, yeah. Same. The food eatery.
Oh, God, here it comes. Oh, God.
2011, I think that's safe to do. That's over 10 years old.
My Jack in the Box I got at a store called Emery's 5 and 10.
Emery's 5 and 10, my Jack in the Box.
I'm already preparing for it to jump out.
Oh, it's going to be horrifying.
Oh, I just love the way they're turning it so you can see. Oh, God, I'm getting the creeps.
Oh, look at that guy. He looks sick.
Nice little clown.
Ah! Oh, my God, I want to kill myself.
Okay, I knew when that one was going to come out because Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yeah.
Okay,
That guy actually was nice.
he was cute.
He was cute. He looked nice. He didn't look scary.
He's like, I'm only going to come out when the song says, Pop Goes the Weasel.
Old Jack in the Box from childhood. 2010. We're safe. What?
What was that?
This guy has an ad on his Jack in the Box video.
There's an old Jack in the Box from my childhood.
Whoa.
That
This one
always
has
seemed a little creepy.
A variety of clowns
And the
on each
music
side.
is kind of, I don't know.
Oh, look at that little rascally
Somber.
guy. He's like, ee.
Let's give it a try here.
Jesus Christ.
Look at this thing, man.
That's what I don't like.
It's
It'll murder
hands.
you
Like,
when
He looks dead.
if you
Look at his
wanna watch
eyes.
it. There you have it.
I don't like the spring. I don't like it when they come out on the spring because they don't have the rest of their body. That other one was nice and tucked in. It shook me. If you do an instant replay just now of that, of both of us going,
ah!
We need to get a video of just that. Just a solid instant replay in slow-mo.
So, I'm wondering if it always pops out on pop. Because if that's the case as a child, I was not smart enough to pick up on that.
No, and that's a bit, I feel bad for you.
I could have saved myself much anxiety.
Oh, yeah. I love that
Wow.
you kept playing with it, even though you were like, no!
That was the fun in it, I guess.
Now, I mean, was it just, did you just have one alone, or was it like a family Jack in the Box?
I just remember the one being around. I don't know whose it was, where it came from.
Ugh, I don't like them. That's the part I don't like, when he comes out looking like a slinky.
When his hands went,
Oh, God, and his eyes rolled to the back of his head. It's like,
and they were
yuck.
going, whoa.
He's like, ooh.
Give us one more, Randy.
Yeah, let's get one more Jack in the Box.
Evil, creepy, scary, haunted clown Jack in the Box. Okay, this one is gonna. Oh God!
Nope. Already, nope. What the fuck's wrong with his hands?
These are some fancy.
Why is the guy not talking?
Because he knows this is about to upset our life.
I hate this. Show us the one on the back.
Oh God! The child talking over it.
Come closer.
Great video quality. I will say that.
Oh my God.
filmed that
I
with the
didn't
flip
like
phone.
that one clown. His hand, he was like this. Like he was an interpretive dancer. He was like, he looked like Justina in that one photo that Chelsea always posts.
Showing her nails.
Hilarious.
Wow, I'm so glad those are on the internet. You can pretty much find anything on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fun in the
Just
internet.
anything.
You can just,
There's multiple videos of people doing Jack in the Boxes.
I mean, wow, what a blessing. And I have no idea how the thing works. Someone asked me right now to explain the internet. Give me $1 million. Could not do it. Couldn't do it. I need to be prepared for that day. That's why I like to learn a lot of different facts.
Just say, does it matter?
Yeah, and then do this.
What fact did I learn last night? I looked something up.
I love looking stuff up. And going,
I got to look it up. So while I'm doing that, you
I gotta
take over the show.
I got to look up what I was looking up last night.
I got to look up what I was looking up.
Well, I need to look it up because I need to look it up. Barbara, I have just been really struggling.
Baba, don't struggle.
Barbara, I'm going to hang myself with this long cord. I have to.
Baba, do not quit talking about suicide, Barbara. It's not funny. It's sad.
Barbara. Hi, I'm Ray Varner. That's what I do. And the whole time that she's like, oh, I'm looking stuff up. I'm like just doing quotes. Ranch!
How do you even look up your
You
Google?
go to your Google history. Just go to your Google stuff. Oh, Daddy, my toe ring hurts. Oh, yeah.
Does it really?
God, yeah, it's kind of, I pushed it down the other day to do some work.
Wait, what?
I pushed it down.
To do some work.
Yeah, I'm going to have to lift that leaf up a little bit because it's starting to indent on me.
Well, fuck it. I don't know what I looked up. I'll think of it later. I know it was like, why does blah, blah, blah?
Oh, don't they know it's the end of the world?
Man, there is nothing more irritating than what's happening right now.
What, when you can't find what you're looking for?
Yeah. Shane.
Yeah, I watched Boogie Nights for the first time.
How was it?
It was good. I liked it. Have you ever seen it?
A long time ago.
Man, I really enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, all of it.
I know what it was.
What?
How can a dog smell a seizure coming on?
Ooh, yeah. Give us the deets.
Well, some kind of change in the molecular level. They're able to sense the change. So I don't know how they train them. They probably give somebody that's in a seizure smell them. That's what it smells like. Then they are able to alert someone that is going to have a seizure up to 45 minutes before.
That's great. So here's what I'm going to tell you. My dog Simba cannot smell a seizure because Bo has seizures. Not all the time, but Bo has a seizure about once a year. And he kind of fishes out. That's what we call it. It's sad and scary. But Simba has no idea. While Bo's having a seizure, he's kind of just like...
He's trying to play with him.
Simba literally looks at him like...
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Like that meme.
Yeah, good.
Like that meme of that little girl in the back seat that's like... You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
the blonde girl? She's like...
Chloe.
Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Let's show her just for posterity.
Chloe's all grown up now, isn't she?
Chloe. Meme. Yep. This is how God damn it. This is how Simba looks at Bo when he's having a seizure.
And when Bo comes out of it, does he know what's going on, or is he just like, what?
And he usually, I try to take him to the bathroom because I'm probably like, oh, you probably need to like shit after like your body dealing with all that or whatever. Probably a little spooky. Yeah, that's Simba's face when Bo is having a seizure every time.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, Simba is just.
You should train Simba to smell that seizure coming on.
Yeah, good luck. I can't even fucking train him to not jump on people. I started watching some of Cesar Millan's. He has a new show on National Geographic, and it's called Better Human, Better Dog.
Oh.
And I started watching it. It's good.
Is it about rehabilitating the people?
Both. Dogs and the people. But, dude, I don't like any reality TV, but you put a Cesar Millan show about training dogs in front of me, whew, I could watch that shit all day. I love it. I'm like, well, what if I need to know this fact?
Does he still do psst?
Yeah, he still does psst.
Does he do it to the people too? He should.
Yeah, he definitely should do it to the people. Because it's like sometimes you're like, lady, shut the fuck up.
Lady, goddamn.
Good day, everybody. This episode of Slop City Podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Here's the deal, Pumpkin Eel. We have got a little statement from Slop City Podcast about the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped.
You're not going to believe it.
You ain't going to believe it. Here's the deal. I have gotten to the point where I'm a little chunkier than I'm used to being. Usually in my life in the past, I have been able to see my pussy lips area and just doing a quick bend over. But in the past few months, I am no longer able to do that. So I need to use a mirror to check out my pussy area now. Usually a long one works best. But I'm using the pussy area mirror, standing in front of it, using the Lawnmower 4.0 to trim up this fucking bush. And since I'm looking in a mirror and I'm not looking at it with my own two eyes, this motherfucker's got an LED light on it. So I can see my little creases in my bikini line area and get all up in there, okay? So if you're a big bitch, if you're a big dude, if you're a big person or whatever you got going on, or you're just a skinny ass hoe, we don't give a fuck. You need to be using the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. Go to www.manscaped.com for
20% off and free shipping.
Use our code RANCH, everybody.
Ranch!
RANCH! So yeah, go to www.manscaped.com and enter our code RANCH!
Ranch!
For 20% off and free shipping. Love ya! It makes sense why Simba is the way that he is, because it's like I have such bad ADD, and that's why he is the way he is. I went to a doctor a couple weeks ago to try to edit my medication, a doctor that was recommended to me by my therapist, and doctor was really cool, but like was kind of set on me having bipolar.
They love saying people are bipolar.
I know. And it's like during the appointment, I was getting a little frustrated, but I was like, whatever. I'm not going to like fight with this lady right now. And it's funny because I was in the appointment and I was kind of like, did my fucking therapist call this bitch and tell her like, I don't think she's ADD or something? Because that's like why I went there. But then I was like, wait, why would my therapist do that? She literally says I'm ADHD constantly. And whatever. So I ended up talking to my therapist about it. And I was laughing with my therapist this past week, talking to her. I go, she was like, all right, let's talk about your appointment. Like, how did that go? Are you mad? Blah, blah, blah. And I go, well, here's the thing. I go, she gave me this medication called Latuda to take. And she was like, we're going to add that on. And she's like, but it could be really expensive. I go to Walgreens. Guess how much it is for a 30-day supply?
300. 500?
$1,000.42. Or how do you properly say that? 1,042?
$1,000.42.
That's what I was going to say. That's why I said 1,042. 1,042?
Is it new or something?
I guess it's like the way that the doctor explained it to me is that it's like the Mercedes-Benz of the bipolar medication and stuff. But whatever. Number one, I can't do that. She's like, I have a ton of samples. And I'm like, that's fine. But I'm not going to be like living off of samples while I'm trying to take a medication that allegedly is supposed to help me. It's just not going to happen.
And I'm not bipolar.
Yes. I'm like, I took 2 nights of it. Worst sleep I've ever had in my life.
What is it?
Latuda. And you know me, brother.
Yeah, look, this is
I sleep like a rock.
Right.
I ain't got no problem sleeping, falling asleep, nothing. You saw the day of Tammy Bangs. I fell asleep right then and there on a 2-hour break. Took me a little nap. So I was like telling my therapist about it. Oh, you want to look it up real quick and give a lowdown to everybody just so people are on the same page? I'll take a look at Chloe.
It's an atypical antipsychotic. Anytime they give me medication in the past and I saw antipsychotic, wouldn't take it. Wouldn't take it just because they should have named it something else. Because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I'm not taking that.
For sure. I totally agree. I do feel a bit weird about it, but I was like open to it. And I'm like, part of me like, okay, so I was talking to my therapist about this during the appointment. And I was kind of like, all right, let me tell you one more thing about the appointment with her. I was like, and I told my therapist, I'm like, I am not shitting on this lady. She was so nice, so kind, really fun. But it was like, there were a couple things that she said that were like so stereotypical that I literally could not handle. It took everything in me to not laugh. Because she was like, oh, you probably like spend a lot of, and she has an accent. So she's like, oh, so you like probably like spend a lot of money, go shopping too much, don't sleep well, don't get along well with people. And I literally was like, none of this is accurate.
Whoa.
I was like, literally none of it. She's like, get like into fights with coworkers. And I'm like, no, I literally don't do that. I'm like, and I was explaining it to my therapist. I'm like, because I did like the bipolar sheet or whatever and like filled it out. And I'm like, this is just too intense. It's not how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
My brain doesn't function in these crazy highs and lows. The time I was diagnosed bipolar was when I was literally having a mental breakdown when I was like 21, doing cocaine almost every day, drinking heavily. I mean, to the point that I was drinking morning till night type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, when I cheated on my ex, Alex, we didn't know each other at this point, but it's like, I mean, I should have cheated on him. He was a fucking loser. But it was a teen-up personal thing where I was like, I don't really like the person that I was. Why did I do that? I don't feel like I have an explanation for it. It just felt like something that I just did, and it was impulsive. But so it's like, of course I got diagnosed bipolar.
Right.
I'm walking.
I was too at one point because of the same thing. I was just being wild.
Yeah. Ooh, what were you doing in your wild times?
Having sex.
Whoa, with who?
Just randos.
Yeah. How old were you when they diagnosed you bipolar?
I was in my 20s. They just love to slap that on there after talking to you for like 3 minutes.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, what?
And the thing I talked to my therapist about is she's like, Tina, I have thought a few times. She goes, I know you now. And I've known you for so long and I know you so well that I know that you're not bipolar. And she's like, but there has been a couple of times that I've been like, maybe a little bipolar. She's like, I've definitely thought about it. But she's like, now that I know you, it's depression, anxiety, and ADHD. And she goes, I understand why people, when they first meet you, though, could be like, whoa, this girl's kind of bipolar, like something's wrong. And I was like,
something's wrong.
Well, and I told her, I go, honestly, I 100% agree with you. Because it's like, there's times that even if I'm not like, I mean, I am a loud person, but it's something I'm trying to work on. You know, like I was telling my therapist, I'm like, there are things that I used to do. Like I would interrupt people that I'm conscious of now. Because it's like, it's just my fucking ADHD where I'm like, like, oh, I'm excited. Let's talk, you know? And now as I'm getting old, I'm like, these are personality things. Like some of them are personality. Some of them are probably ADHD based. But it's like, yes, I used to interrupt people a lot, but I try to be really conscious of it now. Like in the moment, I'm like, let this person finish. Calm the fuck down. Like I tell that to myself when I'm talking.
Right.
Even sometimes if I talk to you, I'm like, let your friend finish talking. Like you don't need to be screaming about whatever right now. Like fucking, why are you yelling, dude? But I like, that's basically, I was like, I understand why when someone first meets me that they could be like, whoa, like this. People have even said it in the comments on YouTube before. They're like, dude, at first I was like, I can't deal with Tina. But then after a while, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm intense. There's a lot going on here. It's either too intense or it's kind of like, what's wrong with her? Like she's fucking hateful or whatever the fuck it is. So I don't know. Don't you kind of agree? Like, do you see how like someone could meet me and be like, whoa, maybe there's a little.
No, I don't see bipolar. I don't see somebody meeting you and thinking like, oh, bipolar or something's off.
People love to think that.
They just think, wow, that's an excited gal.
Yeah.
She's wild.
For sure. And I told my therapist, I go, I know that there is a time and a place for people to be a certain way, but it's like, I just don't believe in that and I don't care. I mean, granted, it's like, I'm not going to be at like someone's funeral and be like, bitch, during it or like be like, what a shitty speech, you know? I may be thinking that in my head and I have many times at certain events like that. Weddings, funerals, whatever. I've been like, God, this is fucking ridiculous. But I would never say it out loud, you know? But I go to a doctor's appointment and I curse. I am very honest. Like, that's just how I've always been. I walk in and she was like, okay, so what's going on? Like, why are we here or whatever? What are we talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm fucking all over the place, man. My brain and ADHD, this, that, and the other, whatever. I think that's what's going on. And she just would not let up on the bipolar. And I mean, I talked to my therapist and we did an ADHD thing. I'm going to see if they have it online so you can see. I marked 16 out of 18 boxes for like
Lord,
severe
Barbara.
ADHD. And then she gave me a sheet for an observer to fill out. And it's really funny because it's like a teacher. So it was like student name. And I filled in Tina Dybal. And it was like teacher name.
I want
and
one of
like,
those. I want one of those pamphlets to fill out.
You do?
Yeah.
I'd be curious what your opinion is too. Let's see if it's the same one. ADHD. Oh my God, I have it in my email right now. Randy, can I forward this to you real quick and you put it up on the thing?
Damn, he's good.
Adult ADHD observer scale. And I'm not going to get
And I
upset.
filled these out at school before.
I'm not going to get upset at anything you say. I want you to know that. You say whatever you want on there.
What if I say you're a frickin' cunt?
That's fine. Okay, Randy, I just emailed it to you. I'm so curious. Yeah, because you know me super well. And see how, like, you know, I used to be a lot more fidgety and all that.
Right.
Still a fidgety guy. But yeah, my therapist, I'm going to give her a release to call the lady because I was like, that's basically what I got to is I'm like, these bipolar sheets, it's like, yeah, there's a couple. And everyone knows these like scales are whatever. It's not perfect. But, oh, sorry, I'm going to let you do it. But there is some truth to them. You know, there's definitely some boxes that certain people check when they have depression or anxiety
Right.
or whatever. But I was trying to explain it to my therapist. I'm like, the bipolar one is just too fucking intense. I'm like, that's not. Yeah, I fit in a couple things like that, but doesn't everybody have a fucking bad day sometimes and get shitty?
Wow.
Ooh, can we do the draw on here? Yep. Okay.
But if
Hold
you
on.
scan down, will it stay there?
Oh, it should.
But I mean, will it stay on the screen there and not go down?
I mean, I think it'll do it.
Try it.
What do you
Mark
mean?
a box and then scroll. Okay, good.
Okay, I'm giving you the power.
Holy shit.
I am giving you the power.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Some of these are, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Maybe we should.
Yeah, whatever. Just do whatever. Do a few.
I don't know about your projects.
Okay, do a couple in each section just to see what's going on.
How often does this person have problems remembering appointments or obligations? Ooh. I'm going to say often. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Okay. When this person has a task that requires a lot of thought, how often do they avoid or delay getting started?
I'd say often. How often does this person fidget or squirm with their hands or feet when they have to sit down for a long time? Very often.
How often does this person seem overly active and compelled to do things as if they were driven by a motor?
Very often.
Okay.
How often does this person make careless mistakes when they have to work on a boring or difficult project? I don't really know about that.
Yeah, on that one, I'm kind of like, meh. Okay.
Don't know that.
Here,
one.
let's get down to these because these are kind of the. How often does this person have difficulty concentrating on what people are saying, even when they are speaking to the person directly?
I'd say often.
Yeah.
Because you're looking around, you're smoking your little thing, going.
How often does this person misplace or have difficulty finding things at home or work?
And just write phone.
How often is this person?
How often is this person distracted by activity or noise around them? Very often. You'd be like, whoa.
I hate that I do that too. There's times where like a glass drops in a restaurant and I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
It's not your fault, though.
Yeah.
How often does this person leave their seat in meetings or other situations in which they're expected to remain seated?
Literally the podcast. I'm like, I gotta get up.
I'd say very often.
How often does this person appear restless or fidgety?
I'd say pretty often.
Yeah, not very often, but often.
How often does this person have difficulty unwinding and relaxing when they have time to themselves? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good on that one.
How often does this person talk too much when in social situations? I don't want to say too much. That makes it sound negative.
I feel like it's often. I feel like there's I definitely chat a lot, but I am attempting to be conscious of it, you know? Where I'm like, okay, take it down a notch, brother.
God, it even said examples, details. I need to type out some stuff. When this person is in a conversation, how often do they finish the sentence of the people they're talking to before they can? I see that sometimes. I'd put it between sometimes and often.
Okay.
How often does this person have difficulty waiting their turn in situations I don't know.
I would say probably like on the lower end. I mean, I do stand up and there's a set order of things. So I'm never like, I'd like to be the headliner now.
Let's put it between here and here.
Yeah.
How often does this person interrupt others? Ooh. What's the middle ground?
Never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often.
Let's put it between here and here, sometimes and often.
I think so. And that's a hard pill to swallow for me. I don't like that one. I don't like it. Is there any additional information that is relevant to the above situations? If so, please describe. Libbie wrote cunt.
And just print this out and give it to your
Give it to
therapist.
my
and see what she'll be like, what the fuck? Student name, student birth date.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I wrote Tina Dybal under student name. And this is Rafe. I was like, hey, I would love you to fill this out or something sometimes this week. So he's like, okay, I will. And he goes to take a shower, and I like picked up the sheet, and I'm writing Tina Dybal and Rafe Williams on the sheet on the bathroom wall. And he goes, I wish I could explain this right here to your therapist. He goes, you're filling that out on the bathroom wall. And he goes, what were you going to do? Ask me the questions while I'm in the shower? And I go, yeah, I was. He goes, that is so ADHD. Let me do it on my own. I told you I'll get it done this week. You don't need it for another 2 weeks.
Do you need me to fill out one of these? Or you just need one?
No, I mean, I think that one's fine from Rafe or whatever. But it's like, even just from you not living with me, you can see all of those things in there, you know? Because that's what I was trying to explain to my therapist. I'm like, the bipolar stuff is too fucking intense. It's spooky. It's like, how often do you have these erratic mood swings and blah, blah, blah. I'm like
never.
Like, that's just a little too much, bro.
And if this was for my sister, it would be very often for every single one of these.
Yeah.
Poor gal.
She has really bad ADHD?
Yes. And just recently diagnosed within the last 10 years. In your 40s to get. And then, of course, you can't get medicine for it when you're over a certain weight and you're a certain age.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't get, what is it, Adderall?
Yeah, there's a ton of different kinds.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, there's Adderall, Concerta, all this stuff. And it's like, listen, I have even said to my therapist, too, I'm like, I have abused all of those drugs and stuff in the past. That is a real thing that I have done. I have done coke. I've done all that stuff. But it's like, I've always taken them on a psycho level. You know, I've never taken it regularly as a medicine. I'm like, I'm pretty content with myself as a human. I don't think I'm going to like, I mean, I don't have any worry in my mind that I'll like abuse any of it. I'm like, I just want to be able to focus.
Right.
And be able to navigate the world, not through like a squirrel's lens. It's like, that's all I want. I just want
It's so underdiagnosed in women, too.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like, and it's a huge trauma response. My therapist was like, I truly believe that you probably have ADHD. She's like, I see it in so many people with your kinds of trauma. Because it's like, you're so uncomfortable in your body after something like that happens to you that you're just kind of like, you know, trying to like
around.
Constantly like push away or keep your mind busy to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, and now, even though I've like dealt with a lot of the shit, it's like muscle memory.
Right.
Where I'm still like, yeah, this has kind of become part of my personality because I've been like this for what? I'm fucking almost 30, almost 20 years. So, of course, that's like difficult for me. And there are things that I'm able to like slow down and be better at, you know, like I feel like I used to be a lot louder and I'm still very loud, but I feel like I used to be a lot louder than I am now. And like, I just wasn't conscious of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, shit like that. That I'm in my brain when like I'll literally be A+.
You passed the test, student.
Thank you so much. What an informative little session we've had. God, why do they love diagnosing people bipolar?
I don't know. I think because it's easy.
What did they say? Well, the way my therapist explained it is like, well, they do like a top-down thing. So they check and be like, okay, is this person schizophrenic? Because that's like the top of the top.
Mm-hmm.
Is this person bipolar? And then they go down and down and down. And I'm like, yeah, but why'd you just stop at bipolar?
Why didn't you keep it moving?
It's
They
like,
love it. Everybody's bipolar.
I mean,
Barbara.
Barbara, everybody goes through things. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody goes through things, Barbara.
There's days that I wake up and I just want to scream at the world.
Like that?
Exactly. Does that make me a bad person? No.
Barbara, he's moving you all around the screen over there, Barbara Lord.
That's the fidget camera so you can actually see how fidgety I really am. Wah, 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 wah.
Fidget cam, fidget cam. Take a look at the fidget cam.
It's like even sometimes I'll be like, ah.
Can you please make a clip of me singing that? And then as soon as I'm done singing it, the fidget can pops up.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I like that. I'm a big fan of that.
Are you a big fan of the fidget cam? If so, I am Ray Varner, and I'm teaming up with Fidget Cam.
Hi, I'm Ray Varner, and I'm owning a car dealership company. I'm teaming up with Fidget Cam.
Speaking of Ray Varner, we got our first batch of T-shirts here.
Look at that. We got shirts that say Ray Varner on them. Whoa, I didn't even notice the back. Got Ray Varner all over them.
Front, subtle. But you turn around and they see you leaving, baby, they're going to Ray Varner Ford.
They're going to know exactly what's going on.
In Clinton, Tennessee. Thanks for the shirt. We're going to wear these proudly.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna put a T-shirt clinic on with them.
Possibly tie-dye them in the future.
Yeah.
But as for now, I'm cutting off the neck and the sleeves and the bottom.
Yeah, I'm going to order us a big old tie-dye kit so that we can have like a tie-dye sesh.
Can't wait.
When y'all move to Nashville. And we can do kind of like some black tie-dye. We can do some darker tie-dye, like that Whitney Cummings shirt you have.
Love it.
Oh, that's the kind of tie-dye I want. I love dark tie-dye. Makes me
love it.
Horny.
It's almost like a bleaching effect.
Yeah. Oh, that shirt's so cool. The bop, bop, bop shirt. And the neon
bop, bop.
green on it. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, Daddy. It's so crispy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Daddy. God, I'm so crispy. Oh.
I can't get over this light back here, how it just changes everything.
Yeah, we look hot. We both have a really nice glow on us. And here's the deal, motherfuckers. I'm going to be tan for the rest of the year. I'll tell you that right fucking now.
Whoa.
You know why and
Why?
how? Because summer's still going on.
Right.
At the end of August, I go to Florida
Okay.
for a week. And then in December, we're going to Mexico.
Woo, woo, woo. Got my plane ticket. Woo.
How much was yours?
Well, I paid $1,000 because I had to buy my 2 seats.
Oh, they don't refund you for that?
They do. After.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's fucking bullshit.
Well, typically you can walk up and say, I need an extra seat, and they'll give you one. But lately, all the flights have been so full, and I don't want to bump anyone because that's what they do. They'll bump someone. So I have been buying my double seats, and then they just refund me.
Libbie is very anti-bumping. Yeah, it's.
I mean, why would? Can you imagine someone finding out that they don't get to go on the flight because a fat woman needed an extra seat? I'd lose my mind.
You're sitting over there like eating Doritos, and they look at you and they're like, "You bitch,
you cunt." And I'm sick of these people putting their stuff in my chair that I've bought.
Yeah, Libbie does not like that. I sat next to her on a plane, and on our way back, wasn't it? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Either way, I remember like being like, "Can I put my stuff right here?" And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, you don't even have anything under that seat.
It's the point that I have purchased it.
I was like,
this lady the other night just had her laptop sitting there. She pulled down my thing. And she knew because she goes, is anyone going to sit here? And I go, no, I bought 2 seats. I always say bought 2 seats. This is my other seat. Pulls down the tray in it. Sitting there. I'm like, this isn't here for your luxury, ma'am. This is for my big behind.
I cannot believe that she did that. Was she even on her laptop?
Yeah, she was playing solitaire. Well, first of all, she talked the first entire hour of a 1 hour and 45-minute flight.
To you?
Nonstop.
I am so sorry.
Nonstop.
There is literally nothing worse than that.
And as soon as she took a break, I put my hoodie up and just acted like I was sleeping.
I can't believe that. What was she talking to you about?
Her kids and how her kids, her sons are having trouble in their marriages and wow.
The audacity. I mean, I am fuming right now that woman thought that was okay to do. I can't fucking believe that. I don't talk to people on fucking planes anymore because I tried to be fucking nice to this guy one time, and then he tried to spread the word of Jesus Christ and his cronies to me.
His cronies.
And I was about fucking at one point, I literally go, all right, thanks. And I just put my headphones in.
And
I'm like, you shut the fuck up.
I had my headphones in.
Libbie.
You can see it. I don't think she was okay because she told me the same story a couple times within the same story.
I'm so sorry.
Well, it's not your fault.
I know, but it's just the worst. I am giving you my, I'm with you. That is bullshit. That's the time where I would literally want to be like, excuse me, teacher, can you tell her to shut the fuck up?
Teacher.
I'm not doing this. Ooh.
Then the last flight I had, man. So there was a guy sitting next to me in a wheelchair out in the loading area, right?
In the loading dock.
In the loading dock area. And the Southwest lady comes up to him and says, sir, do you think you'll need an extra seat? Because he was large. Clearly needing 2 seats. No, I'm good. No qualms about it at all. I'm fine. He goes, I will need a seatbelt extender though. And so the flight was overbooked.
The confidence. No, I don't need one. No, I'm good. 1 seat. I'm a 1 seat guy. 1 seat for this fat fuck.
So she walks away, and in my head, I'm thinking they should sit him next to me because then he'll have extra space.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So we'll have and then all of a sudden, about 10 minutes later, here's my real name, which I was going to say. Please come to the podium. She goes, ma'am, since you already have an extra seat, would it be okay if we sit him next to you in case? And I was like, I was actually going to suggest that anyway. So that worked out. Put 2 fat people in the same row. We have that extra seat there, and we're good. But he just was spread all over, putting his shit in my chair, just not even caring. Not even like I don't know if they went over and told him like we're gonna sit you next to her because she has an extra seat, and then I'll have more space. Blah blah blah. They were very nice about it, but like he could have cared less. He just was putting his shit everywhere, putting his shit under my seat. Because when I go in, I'll put shit under that seat, and I'll put my leg over there.
Yes.
Over there.
To assert dominance.
Right. And
he just pushes right past your foot. He's like, could you move your foot out of my seat?
Just very confident, very arrogant.
You're like, sir, I literally heard you say that you only needed 1 seat. Okay, I don't.
And if you can't put that armrest down, you need 2 seats.
Yeah.
And he couldn't.
Oh, man. That is just...
And I'm not here to monitor what he's doing, but I'm just saying, man, they offer it. Maybe he didn't know about it. Maybe he didn't know. So it worked out because me and him got to sit together. We were comfortable, and nobody else felt, what is it called when we intruded on the other person's space is what it's called, I think. Intruding.
Tax evasion.
When you're tax evading on a plane.
That's tax evasion. Pretty simple. Standard.
So again, I'll say this. If you're on a Southwest flight, you see a bigger person and they have a little paper on their seat next to them, sit next to them because you're going to get extra room. That doesn't mean you can place your items on their chair. That just means you don't have to sit with somebody in the middle.
And the rules are 1 carry-on and 1 personal item.
And a CPAP machine because that doesn't count towards it.
Yeah, that is true. CPAPs and any medical device do not count towards it. But the rules are you get 1 carry-on, you put that in the bin above. You get 1 personal item, you put that below. Or if there's room, put it in the thing above. And you get to bring a bag of snackies, and that's fine. But you need to keep those in your station. Those snackies need to be in your station. All right? They don't get to go in your buddy's station. They go in your station. In that little mesh thing that you pull out, that's where you pull it out and you jam your fucking snacks in there. If you bought Gardettos and you're worried they're going to crunch, that ain't the person next to you's fault, okay? If you bought a snack that is crunchable and you're worried, if that mesh bag hits him, it's going to crunch. Yeah, it is going to crunch, and it's going to ruin your little brown rye pieces, and you're going to be fucking upset when you open that bag of Gardettos, but you need to keep that in your lap then. and put your sody in there because your sody or your drink or your water, whatever it is, when that mesh thing goes, it's going to be fine. Your snacks will not.
What about if you open up the little mesh thing and there's already some snacks in there that the prior person have left, and you think to yourself, I thought they were taking unprecedented cleaning measures. I still see trash in here from the last flight.
Oh, great. Someone's fucking Kleenex. Wow. Good thing it's there because I have a runny nose. Unreal.
Ma'am, my barf bag isn't in here. Can I get another barf bag? Oh, yeah, and a seatbelt extender.
I actually did start to get sick on the last flight that I was on. I think it was with you where we both got a little
Yeah,
woozy.
we were both like, whoa.
Oh, that was when I had heartburn on the way back from
We were
Nolans.
both nauseous, though, man.
I was nauseous. Oh, dude, I threw up. I mean, multiple times. But I did. It was like, man, I can't pull this barf bag out. But part of me did want to be like dramatic and be like, because I've never seen anyone actually use it other than like, I think it was Mr. Bean on a flight. He's using it and he pops it and vomit flies everywhere.
Of course he did. Mr. Bean, you're a bad boy.
You're a bad boy. All right. Well, before we end this episode, we need to play a couple of the new farts that we got. Randy, tell us about the new farts.
All right. Somebody sent us a couple farts. One of them is like a 3-parter. It's pretty good. She really blew some wind.
That's still the same one?
Yep.
Whoa.
My favorite part is the little at the end.
Hold on. One more time.
It's like exclamation point, question mark, ellipses.
Yes. That's good. I love that. That's a good fart.
Crystal set those in, so yeah. And then she sent another one in. It's funny to me because I guess she had her friend hold the phone up and record it, and right before she farted, her friend was like, "Oh no."
Sounds like a fucking elephant.
It blasted it.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, yeah, thanks for sending farts. We have a really nice array of different farts on the fart board. There's probably more in the email. I need to dig through them and go through there. But yeah, keep sending out your farts, slopcitypodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, thanks, Crystal.
You're a good farter.
Good farter. That 3-parter is fun. That is a fun fart.
I'm Ray Varner, and I'm teaming up with farts.
Hi, I'm Ray Varner, and I own a car dealership company. I am teaming up with farts. All right.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Love yous.
And cut.
That is good.